If you are looking to understand the rule of thirds, but you don't know where to start and you want to get all the details on how to incorporate the rule of thirds into your photography, in this video, I'm going to break down the rule of thirds and tell you all kinds of tips and tricks on how to incorporate it into how you shoot with any camera that you have in your hand. I am Jen Daniele with Everyday Snapshots. It's a photography membership where people just like you learn to use their digital cameras. I'm so happy you're here today to dive into photography. It is one of my passions. I absolutely love it. And I love teaching people how to use their cameras so that they can take amazing pictures of their everyday life so that they can document that and have that to enjoy for a long time. With that, let us dive into this topic. But before we do, please help me out. I'm just getting this YouTube channel started. Please hit the like button if you like the video and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when another video tutorial is out so that you can watch it. I'm just checking my notes. Anything else I wanted to say there? No. All right. So with composition, there are some things that you can absolutely easily incorporate into your photography. One of the best ones is the rule of thirds. And what it is looking at an image and thinking of having a tic-tac-toe placed over that image, and then where those lines intersect, that is where you're going to put a subject, a very important part of your photo. So let me show you what that looks like. This is my son Charlie a few years ago, and as you see, this is in the wintertime out behind the garden. We were sledding. So you see those hash marks, and that is the rule of thirds. So I am placing his eye on one of those intersecting lines, and that is the rule of thirds. So now that you know this, when you start looking at different images, whether you're looking at them on Instagram or Facebook, or you're seeing them in a magazine or a billboard, anywhere where you're seeing imagery, you will start to notice the rule of thirds. And as you do, you'll see a wide open space and then where the subject is. And it is fascinating to see how various photographers and art directors have incorporated the rule of thirds into their art. So let's look at that picture without the grid on it. And I just love Charlie's sweet little face and those rosy cheeks. It really, really is adorable. And I just love it. All right. So how do you implement this? You set up the shot. Start to think about the shot before you pick up the camera. And when you do have the camera in your hand, know what your subject is. Is the subject like an image with a person in it, and then it's going to be very easy? Or are you telling a story? What is it that your subject is? Then scan for elements in the frame that you are balancing out into the rule of thirds. So what I do is I start in the lower left-hand corner and I go around and I scan for things that are needing to be in the picture and out of the picture. And then I can see where I can focus that cross mark to be the rule of thirds. Now, if you're having trouble figuring that out, what you can do is change your perspective. And what I mean by that is you can move up, you can move down. And that is just standing up on your tippy toes, getting on top of something, a chair, a counter, a step stool, something, or getting down low, getting down on the floor, on the ground. So you're changing your perspective. Then think about side to side. Can you go from a very hard angle to the right or to the left? If it's possible, you could also move your subject. And I do not recommend doing this too much because you don't want to lose the moment and you don't want to interrupt the vibe that's already happening of that moment that you're trying to capture. So if you can artfully manipulate the situation to have your subject move, do that to grab the rule of thirds. Now you can also watch for this concept in movies, in ads, and you'll start to see it more than you think. I love spotting this and just saying, oh, I know they're using the rule of thirds here. And then capture ideas. When you see an image that you really like, that you want to replicate, go ahead and screenshot it, take a picture of it, and make a pin board or save it in your favorites on your phone. And then you will know that is something that I want to try to get, so that then when you're out there practicing and you're out there shooting, you can get that shot. One more idea on how to do this. Train your eyes to see and slow down and think about or view what it is you're seeing. And so I do this a lot without a camera in my hand. If I'm driving or taking a walk, I will take mental pictures because I can see the image. And it sounds funny, but it's true. You start to see, ooh, that would be a good picture, or that would be a good picture. Then you can also change your viewpoint. Like I said, then you can also change your viewpoint. Get up, get down, get side to side, go from the other side. A lot of times we have our subjects looking right at us, but how cool would it be to take a picture from the back? I know that there is a photo I have of my husband, Bob, and my son, and they're walking holding hands from the back. That is an awesome shot. So when you pick up your camera, scan that entire viewfinder. I go from bottom left corner all the way around, and I'm looking for things that either add or distract and things that are not obvious. But I always have something pink around, and I have a huge pink water bottle that always ends up in pictures. Well, not always, because I try to move it out of the way so it's not just something big and distracting in my image. All right, I do hope that helps you understand the rule of thirds. If you have any questions, please reach out, type them in the comments below. I'd love to help you out. And do pick up the composition checklist in the description below. That will help you take this rule of thirds as well as many other concepts in composition and incorporate it into your photography. And if you found this helpful, I would love to have you explore Everyday Snapshots. It is a photography membership where I am helping people learn their digital cameras. And we do that in 3 ways. First, we learn how to take more pictures. And that is through routines and having things that you regularly take pictures of so that you're getting your camera in your hand a lot on a routine basis. Second is learning your camera cold. That is a simple line, learning your camera cold. But what it's about is learning all of the buttons and dials and switches and menus so that you know what to do in any type of lighting situation. And then the third piece we focus on is reviewing your pictures so that you have that established routine of how you evaluate a picture so that you know what you like and what you don't like. So the next time you're out taking pictures or you're wanting to grab a quick photo with your phone or whatever, even, somebody else's phone, you know exactly what to do. So I would love for you to check that out. Just head over to everydaysnapshots.com. And of course, pick up the composition checklist in the link in the description below. And with that, I will say keep practicing, keep shooting, and keep grabbing those everyday moments.